team's motivation has such a significant impact on so many things, right? It has an impact on your patient results, on your culture, on patient experience, and it definitely has impact on your revenue and your bottom line. So I ask you, have you really thought about making a conscious effort of how to motivate your team? So I'm really excited to dive in with you today on the best ways to really motivate your aesthetic team, because it can have such a massive, massive impact at the end of the day on your business. Now, many people's first thought automatically goes to thinking that your team is only going to be motivated by money, by gifts, by bonuses, compensations, right? And I get that. You're asking yourself, well, how much is it going to cost me to motivate my team? And while there is certainly a time and a place for bonuses and gifts, I want to talk to you today about something that can really make an even bigger impact in long-term impact when it comes to motivating your team. And what I'm talking about is really the power of praise and how it can absolutely motivate us to do our best work. Now, stick with me here, because if I brought you along this far and you heard me say praise, and you go straight to the eye rolls, like I tried it, it doesn't work kind of thing, stick with me here for a minute, because I want to see if you are really using praise and delivering it with sincerity at the right frequency and doing it in a way that really means something to someone, okay? Because praise, or call it compliments, can really help make your team members feel special, wanted, unique, appreciated, needed. And there are clear ways for you to focus really your words on what you're saying that is going to have massive impact at the end of the day. So I want you to take a minute and first think about what it would be like to live without praise at home, at work. And unfortunately, that is a real thing out there. And boy, wouldn't that suck, right? In reality, studies have shown that regular praise and recognition not only is going to deliver you better productivity and results, but higher job satisfaction, so that you're going to have less turnover at the end of the day. So I want to share with you some interesting studies here. So from Career Builder, 40% of employees said that they are unlikely to go above and beyond when they feel taken for granted. 66% of employees cited appreciation is their number one motivator. Number one, guys, wasn't money, it wasn't gifts, but appreciation is the number one motivator. Now, employees who reported that they're not adequately recognized at work are 3 times more likely to quit. And 79% of all employees who quit their jobs cited that lack of appreciation was their biggest reason for leaving. Okay, so these statistics, these data points are huge. So if you are not on the praise and recognition train, then you need to get on it now, because it will have a dramatic impact on your culture, on your turnover rate with your staff, and results in productivity at the end of the day. So now that you know how important it is, I want to break down how to do it effectively, because there are a lot of leaders that would tell you, yes, I know that it's important to praise and recognize my team. And they would even tell you maybe that they do it, right? But their team members might say, well, they suck at it, or they don't do it enough. So I want to break down really how to go about delivering praise with the right frequency, praising the right things, and doing it in a way that really means something to your team. So let's first look at what are some of the different types of things that you should be looking for to praise your team. So of course, you can compliment them on specific, tasks or projects. You also can compliment them when they're having a bad day. For example, hey, I know that last patient was really a tough patient, and I was really impressed with how you handled them, right? Because we have times when patients are real assholes, and it's really easy to just like break down and cry. It's really easy to be like, I'm not going to work with that person, right? And so to recognize when a team member is struggling or going above and beyond with a cranky team member, it means a lot to them, okay? And or just reminding them like, hey, thank you again for everything that you do. I know that I don't tell you that enough, right? They're like shocked. They're shocked. Of course, you want to compliment when they have big wins, right? When they hit a quota, they hit a goal, they sold a big package, they hit a rebooking rate for the month. You also want to compliment on their skills, right? I love the results that you get with your lip filler. I saw the amazing results that you're getting when you're comboing, IPL and microneedling in your treatment plans. I love the results that you're getting with the skincare regimen that you're recommending to, patients with acne, right? You got to compliment them on their skills. Also, you want to compliment them when they're being a team player. This is a really big one that sometimes business owners they take for granted, right? They want their team to help one another and to be team players, but we have to recognize it when we see it. It's going to make them want to do more of it. Additionally, it's okay to compliment on, things that have nothing to do with work, right? Like, of course, you can do things on appearance. Of course, you can do things about, being a great mom or being a great wife or a great sister. Because when we work together, we learn about their interests and their passions and who and what is important to them. And it's great to compliment them on it, right? We're human. We're human. So don't take away that human element. Now, the next thing that I want to really unpack is how to elevate your compliments, because the worst thing to do is to just be. I had this boss many, many years ago that he was like a box checker with his compliments. And it actually was worse than not receiving compliments at all. Has anyone ever been like that in your life where like they're just saying it because they think that they have to say it, and so it would be better if they just didn't say anything at all? Like this boss would always say, I appreciate you. I appreciate you at the end of every conversation. I appreciate you. It was just so ingenuine that it made it worse that if he just didn't say anything at all. So I want to talk about example of how some examples of like 5 out of 10 compliments, right? Hey, great job getting that Google review. Okay, I really liked how you ran today's team meeting. Oh, it seems like you're such a good mom. Oh, I really like your shoes. Your shoes are so cute. Okay, those are all nice compliments. I would say those are examples of like 5 out of 10 compliments. And here is a little nugget that I want to share with you of how you can take a so nice compliment and take it to a 10 by adding these 6 simple words. If you want to take your compliments to a 10, I want to see you add these 6 simple words, which are the reason I say that is, right? And then you're going to give your compliment some meat to it. So I want to give you some examples from what I was saying previously on some 5 out of 10 examples and how to convert those to 10 out of 10. So the first one, right? The Google review one. So instead of just like, hey, great job getting that Google review, why not say your ability to get Google reviews makes you such a valuable member of our team. The reason I say that is not only does that tell me that you get great results for your patients and they love you, but it also helps us to attract new patients and fill up our schedule. So not only am I telling her she's awesome, the patients love her, the great results that she's getting, but you're also a really valuable member of our team because you're helping us drive more patients in our building. Don't you think that would mean so much more to your team member than just saying, hey, great job getting your review? You want to give meat, substance, genuine feedback when you're giving compliments, and it's going to land and mean so much more to your team. Okay, how about the leadership one? You're a great leader. You're a great leader. The reason I say that is you really listen to our feedback, and I can tell you take into account when you're leading our team members, right? And just by giving that little bit more to that compliment, it really means so much to people. I promise you, try it out. Try it out. How about this one? Instead of just saying, oh, I think you're an amazing mom, how about you add it? The reason I say that is I can tell by the question that you're asking about your kids really makes them your number one priority, right? And the mom thing is always like a really important, so whether it's your patient or your team member, everyone wants to hear that, right? So give it some meat when you're giving someone a sincere compliment. How about, right, we're talking about physical appearance, like, hey girl, I'm obsessed with your style. The reason I say that is I feel like I know what the next upcoming fashion trend is going to be because you are such a trend setter. That I will tell you, I miss going before COVID. I used to drive downtown to my office every day. And that is the one thing that I miss going into an office every day is I miss my front desk, like telling me that she loves my shoes and how like she could tell that I put my, the time to really put my outfit together and that my appearance, she would always say like, oh, you must have a big meeting today. I can tell by the way you're dressed, you are ready to kill it, right? Instead of just being like, oh, your shoes are so cute, right? She gave me so much more feedback and meat to her compliment. And it's totally okay and fine and acceptable to compliment people on their appearance, but it's just important that that's not the only reason that you give compliments, right? But it's absolutely okay to throw those in there every once in a while, right? Another great one is like saying like, hey, I love that you say good morning to me every single time that you walk into the room or walk into the office, right? How about this? How about like, man, you light up the room. The reason I say that is you're always the first one to greet me in the mornings at the office, and it really makes my day. Right? Do you think that that would make your front desk just feel so special, so acknowledged for them bringing their light, their energy, their love right to the office for you and for other patients? So at the end of the day, all of this is to say is be more genuine, be more thoughtful, be more specific, and it's going to be more believable at the end of the day, right? Less flattery, but really something that people will take heart. And when you invest in those relationships, like deposit, I would say deposit currency into those relationships, it is going to feed you and your team and your business and dividends. It really does. So make sure that you're adding meat to your compliments, right? By using those 6 words. The reason I say that is, and then, give them why you're choosing that specific reason to compliment them. And by going above and beyond and really adding some meat to your compliment is just going to make all the world's difference. Okay. So remember, there's really no such thing as giving too many compliments if they are sincere. So whether it's a big win or just even a small gesture of appreciation, don't hesitate to spread the love, right? To praise your team for all of their hard work. And what you're going to find is like that giving praise is contagious, and you're going to start seeing your team members praising their team members, right? And it's not, or even giving you praise. It won't be a one-way street. And when you start to see that culture being built in your office, watch out, because sky is the limit. It's going to motivate them to want to do more, to go above and beyond, for themselves, for the patients, for the team, and for the business. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me live. Hey, Mom, thanks for joining me live. Hey, Perry. Hey, Fonda. Tiffany, thanks so much for joining me live. And make sure, if you loved this training, make sure you share it with your team or another med spa that could benefit. And you can catch my replay on my YouTube channel. And to get access to more free trainings that will grow your aesthetic business, visit my link tree in my social bio, and be sure to join me live every Wednesday, same time, same place. Catch me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thanks, guys, for joining me, and have an awesome day. And go and deliver some compliments. Give some praise